Oh, okay, so I came back here for a moment again to do a follow-up on that last video. I'm loading it right now. It's 9:33 right now in the morning. It's Wednesday, November 3rd now. So what I was watching was a Far TV. They have three live feeds. I was watching the third live feed, and it was like my view was off the ocean, right off the bay there, looking toward the coast right there, right in front of me, very close. So that was my view as far as the camera was showing that angle. I don't know if it was on a boat out right off the water there, just offshore, with the camera, and that was where that feed was coming from. The reason I say that is because I didn't see movement in the camera, but what happened was there was a long, pretty large boat that came from the right of the screen, sort of slowly came across the screen, right, like right in front of me. The view was passed like right in front of my eyes, as if I was on a boat right there, and it was coming right next to me, and I was looking right on the shore, right offshore there, very close to the shore. Well, not very close, but fairly close, right there. So anyway, the first thing I noticed that struck me is that the boat was wobbling and the water wasn't turbulent. And I've lived, by the shore a great deal of my life, so I know what that looks like, boats and how they go upon the water and what kind of seas would affect boats. I was kind of worried that it was going to it was tipping so much. I was like worried that it seemed like it might even tip over. I mean, it didn't get that serious, but it was serious enough where I was wondering what in the world is going on. So the water seemed a little turbulent, but very, very calm, basically calm. So after less than, 30 seconds, it finally went past me, and the back of it was almost, you know, beyond, so that it was gone from my view from the screen. So that was the first thing that made me wonder. Then, right as it almost disappeared, right at the tail end, two angels came fast. I mean, fast, like they were in a hurry, heading inland, right, going toward off the shore onto land. They were going inland towards the volcano. I mean, I didn't see the volcano, but I could see in the background um, the hills and stuff. So I think obviously they were heading in. They were heading toward the volcano. So they were coming off the sea um, from the west coast of the Atlantic, heading inland, heading east. And Cumbre is like, I don't know how many miles it is offshore there. Taking a guess, 10 miles in or so, because we know we've seen all the footage where the magma has flowed all the way down and reached the sea. And I think that's what the delta, that's what the cameras, were just permanently focused on that. That's where they show that. So I've seen a lot of angels in footage. I've seen the way they've acted, they've flown. And again, these angels, it's like I just knew they were on some kind of mission. There was something going on, and they were really speeding. I mean, like they were in a hurry, and there was a reason for that. So I don't know what the reason is. I mean, God's angels, like in the book of Revelation, they're sent to execute judgments, though those judgments are specific, three sets of judgments of you know, uh, that we read in Revelation that the angels were appointed to do. So, I mean, we could be days until the tribulation, and we'll be gone before that. So, this is whatever's happening. It's possible. I can't guess that maybe they are involved, and maybe this is in executing judgment here. And I keep saying that this is a judgment. That's what I believe this is, if this occurs. I mean, they could have been doing something else for another reason that they were sent, but they were sent. Were sent. I just know it. I sensed it in my every bit of my being too, that they were on their way to do something. And it kind of struck me that they were flying from the ocean. Whether there's something to that, and I don't know. I mean, I'm starting to think, about tsunami, break off, and that type of thing. Is there, a reason why I saw them flying in from the ocean? So that kind of made me wonder. I can't guess that that's the reason, but something's up big. And like I said in the last video, I was watching the look of what's going on there, and it seems something major is going to happen. I couldn't even listen to it; it was so loud, and just the feeling that I had, and then just now after seeing that, it's almost a queasy feeling that something bad is in the works here. I really do. Every part of me, feels that way. I'm not the type of person to get all, bent out of shape if something's going on, even if it's really major like this. So it's like it's not me normally to really to feel like that or be that way. But like I said, it's almost like a queasy feeling, like deep down, everything inside of me that something major is in the works here. I mean, I feel fine right now again because, um, you know, it just came over me is what I'm saying. So, but I shouldn't say I feel fine, but I don't feel really that strongly right this second, though. There's still very much of a sorrow and the sense of something very bad, major is going down. Now this is also making me wonder if something's going on in the ocean, in the sea. Is there something going on underneath there that's undulating or moving the waves, making waves, or undercurrent, which may have caused the boat to rock like that you wouldn't normally see, uh, on the surface. In other words, when it's a windy day at the shore in the ocean, it's really wavy. You could see, and the boats are choppy and side to side. But it was calm. So to me, what could make a boat do that? What was the reason? There was no surface reason for that boat to look like it was almost tipping over. It was crazy. But so is it coming from the ocean itself is what I'm saying, from underneath? Is there something happening? Is there magma or something, or quakes going on underneath? Because we know there's like a 3.5 mile drop right off the shore there. It goes way down, like almost immediately. So is there something going on? Is what I'm saying. Not only with the volcano, but underneath, the ground, way down below, that's undulating and coming up and stirring the waters. Are they quakes? Is it magma? Is magma coming up, or whatever? That's might be causing movement. Now, I've heard reports. I'm not going to say who. That they claim to, have these government connections and seemingly always going to these government meetings. They're say they're Christians and sort of like a truther channel. And this person, I remember the report that he had said, like almost like way back at the start of not at the start, but a month and a half ago, say. He said that the authorities there know that there's like 40 or 50 little fissures or something down below, that could erupt way down, down in the ocean there. So I don't know, something going on like that now. I don't know if there are those type things if that's true or not. They sounded pretty serious, like they knew that, and that it wasn't being, let out of the bag, that's a part of what could be happening with this volcanic island, because it's one big volcano is what it is. So that makes me wonder also. Or could there be slippage already happening on the sides of the island, the volcanic island? Is something is there pieces maybe already starting to drop down? I don't know. That's, stirring the water. That kind of makes sense because that would be close to the shore if it's breaking off right down a little bit and dropping and maybe pushing up. It. I don't know. I'm not trying to speculate or say things I don't know anything much about. So, but that makes sense to me. And once more, strange how it all happened. The boat goes by just rocking, and the angels come flying by. Like, um, there's a meaning when they're there. To me, I know. I mean, I'm not saying that they're doing that just for me, but I'm saying I'm led to view these things absolutely. Like I say, I just randomly put on certain spots, certain pieces. It's not like I'm going back and looking at hours and hours and just sitting there and studying it and looking for something. I just put it on. Really, again, I just put it on and was watching for a minute, and that's what happened. All that, and the odds are continue to be crazy because how would I know, you know, to put it on at that point and to wait and something would these things would show up like this. An example about the angels that came to me is like firemen. When there's a fire and the siren blows and they jump in the trucks, the fire trucks, and they head out fast. They're on a mission. That's what it reminds me of. These angels were like answering an alarm kind of thing, and just get out of their way. Just like a fire truck, get out of their way and they put their sirens on and they're gone, and they're heading somewhere to for a reason. Now that boat did seem to be a large tugboat because there was another boat that was behind it. It wasn't being pulled yet, so I don't know if they had just hooked it up. I don't know because I didn't see any of that. I just saw this boat come right before me, and I don't know. Could it have swung its bow or itself around quickly for some reason to head the other way? And what this other boat, I guess I don't know if it was disabled or if it was just part of rescue boat. All right, that's another thing I just thought of because it just seemed like maybe it was another boat they had attached for some reason, like for rescue. Who knows? Or on the other hand, as I just said, could something underneath the surface of the water have been stirred for some reason to cause the boat to rock that way? I don't know. The whole thing just seemed very odd to me, very odd, just how it happened. And then the angels came flying in. So whatever to make out of that, and then my feeling here that things are going down, and it's just an alarmed feeling, whatever that meant, if that with that boat, if it meant anything, whatever the reason why it was swaying, so it seemed like it was almost going to sway over. I was kind of wondering. It was wobbling back and forth so much, and the sea was. I mean, it wasn't perfectly calm, but I mean, I've seen seas where it's really rough, and there's little boats out there going up and down like that weren't even affected that badly, especially a large boat. I mean, could pieces of that delta that formed be breaking off a little bit once in a while like that to produce that? But again, the surface wasn't that bad. I didn't really notice very much turbulence. There could be eddies or riptides currents in water, so I mean that's a possibility. Whatever could have caused that, maybe if that's what was happening. But that's usually in rough seas, rough kind of surf conditions where they don't even allow them to go in the water because there's such a riptide. It's too dangerous. But those seas, again, it was right on the bay there off the coast, so there wasn't anything like that going on. It had to be some other reason, either something going on underneath, like I said, or the boat swung around quickly for some reason, but it was on a main slow course past me, so whatever, I don't know. It wasn't choppy seas. I've seen that over and over living up by the shore in my life, so well, there weren't choppy seas at all. Okay, this is long enough here. Um, so the other video, I should have that up, and then I'll probably put this up after that. Okay, that's it for now. See you later.